what are the most valuable insights or skills that you've acquired from the Pragmatic Leaders AI Product Leadership course, right? What have been your learnings, and how do you see these learnings, which you will be applying maybe in your current role or maybe in new roles that you will step into in the next couple of years?
Right. So first thing, Amar, I would say, when I was, learning from Talvinder, it's like, learning from five mentors. It's not like one mentor. From
Yeah.
two perspectives. One from the quality and quantity of the content, as well as the diversity of the content also. So he gives content as much as, five people, and one from the news, one from, you know one example from the US, one example from China. So I was more, what I've learned, the best part is to go to multiple resources and see what's going around in the world. And taking back that example which you said when you are freelancing, right? People are asking, there are so many AI tools and they don't know what to use. So Talvinder has, guided me in that point where to find the best tools. No, I'm not going to build LLMs, no, right? My job is to use the best thing that's available. So that's the greatest learning for me. Even coming before coming to this program, I'm not aware of the word LLM. I use ChatGPT vigorously, but what is LLM? What does it do? Are different kinds of LLMs available in the market? How can we make best use of one? So that difference is, and finding the best AI tool for the best needs. Even I'll just tell one example. We talked about a tool called Octopus,
Hmm.
which I can make PPT for any presentations within just 5 minutes. It's PPT making is very time taking, and
Yeah.
every month end or month beginning we have to do some
Yeah.
PPTs like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's very good learning, I would say. Many things like that. It's just a one thing.
So, what out of these points that you've made, and you've spoken a lot about what the learnings that you're picking up from the experience that Talvinder has and the way he teaches and everything, right? So, what aspects specifically in terms of the modules, for example, or what parts you're doing, have you really liked and why? And what parts do you think could be improved and why?
So I really like one point was, helping us build a product.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the core, essence of this program. Talvinder, was spending so much amount of his time and energy on each and every person in the cohort, I would say. He would read all our messages, response. So yeah, even I am working on a couple of ideas. So initially I went to him with one idea of launching product, and he himself starts spilling out so many ideas around it, and how we can use uh, AI and most available LLMs around it. And the best part is, what I've learned is, even today in my current job or people around the world, they wanted to implement AI in the product, but they don't think from a problem-centered perspective. Just because of implementing an AI, they'll start from that point of, I want to implement AI, I want to use something. But when we come from user's problem and how can we solve this problem through AI is what the angle we have to look at, right? So, so that these are all main things that I've learned. And yeah, going back to your question, the best thing I learned is, the best thing I would love on this quote is helping me to launch a product.
Hmm. What do you think could be improved?
Nothing much. I would say if there are five Talwinders, they would help more people.
Sure.
That's what I could, because it's more Talwinder driven. I mean, he was using more of his stuff.
Hmm.
So I don't see anything that can be improved. Yeah, frankly.
So, what would you, and I know that there are still a few weeks left. You're in the middle of your building of your product. A couple of weeks of that is left. Then the demo, day launch, and all of those things, right? Um, but so far, with all that you've learned, how satisfied on a scale of 1 to 10, are you with the course material and the guidance that you've received so far?
Yeah. So frankly, again, I was very much happy that I have enrolled in the course. And yeah, out of 10, I would rate blatantly 10. And it's only my capability or my, time, how much I allocate to build this product, right? Talvinder is available even at the nights when I message him for some advice. But, we having some family, right? It's me that I have to make some time to uh, build the product. And, I just have a little bit of development background. So I enrolled in one no code tools. I was trying to learn Flutterflow now, through which I wanted to build an app. So Flutterflow had some steep learning curve. I'm learning Flutterflow as well as doing user research to build the product. So it's all, you know, the ball is in my court, pending from my side, I would say. But yeah, the course is a 10 by 10 course. There's no doubt.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harinder, for that. Appreciate. It gives a testament to the amount of effort that's gone in to create all of this. Because like you said, it's very personalized. It's not a generic course, right?
Right.
It's a lot of personal thoughts and research that's gone into it. So I totally thank you so much, right?
And even today, I was talking to Tarvinder, right? Because I was asking him, see, I'm taking time to learn Flutterflow. I also had Adalo on the other side, which is also in the course. So, yeah, he was suggesting the differences in the futures perspective, which feature will help me, and secondly, from the pricing perspective, which will help me save more money with maximum amount of testing. All types of advices is what you can get.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So I have a slightly different question now, right? And we'll just sort of one or two questions, and then we'll move on to our next section, right? So you've done you did your course in 2020. You've been working as a PM for a few years now. Now you're doing the AI leadership course. So, because you're on ground building a lot of these things, right? And like you said, product building, even within this course, is one of the biggest takeaways for you because it's really teaching you on ground how things happen. So, do you have any, difference in opinion as to what a lot of people think about AI and product innovation and product management in the world today, right? Your own personal opinion, which may differ from a general opinion, you know?
Nothing much, because I'm not specialized in AI, right? So I can't, have so much of strong different opinion, I would say. But yeah, that's the main, the strong feeling that I have is, think from a problem perspective. Even anyone, always people I meet, they want to build AI, put AI into the softwares, but they don't know where to put it, right, or how to use it. And the biggest use cases of AI is personalization, I think, and analysis, bringing analysis out of data. So we have to know first those things, know where all this AI can be put, and do we have such problems to solve in the product. But people just think put AI in the software is one thing. That's where I have a slight
Great point.
difference.
No, that's a great point, and that's where a lot of organizations make a mistake today, right? That let's just apply MLAI, but not all problem statements need MLAI.
Right, right.
So absolutely, you're bang on there. So last question, right, Harinder, for this part. Would you recommend the AI product leadership course to other professionals in your field, right? And if yes, considering you gave it a 10 on 10 score, what's your primary reason for doing so?
So the main reason that I would recommend this course for anyone is the amount of exposure that they would get out of this course. So I have been through certain phases, but like, in 2020 during the COVID period, I have tried to build a few products. I did some marketing in Instagram. Adala was new then. Even I was new to Instagram. I spent some 50,000 rupees and had some, uh, you know, uh, I just lost all the money. It was not successful, but I am having that interest of building the product, launching something. So I have seen that phases before coming to even this part of the uh, course. But for certain people who are just doing the job, they cannot get this exposure. Here you
Hmm.
would get this exposure in 12 weeks, which I have learned in like 3.5 4 years.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's very in very short span you would learn from Talvinder and the material. It's like, I think there are some companies even in the uh, market now. I think it's Masters Union. What they do is they help us build a software or build a product and launch in the market. Right. Even there are courses as as costly as 3 to 4 lakhs, and they help us build a e-commerce store, which if I enroll into a Udemy course with 400 rupees, I can build a e-commerce store in WordPress with 2 days
Sure.
within a weekend. So
Sure.
Talvinder helps us see all the things within 12 weeks, I would.
Hmm.
That's one reason, whenever more people I recommend it, I feel that their mindset shifts into a different place.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Super. Thank you, Harinder, for this time of yours.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate your very frank, straightforward responses on
Yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Sure. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.